Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan. I'm a yarn addict, hence the name Juan the Yarn Addict, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by to check out my video today. This is a yarn and crochet channel where we talk about all things yarn and all things crochet, so if that interests you, please sit back and enjoy this video because today, my friends, I offer you another session of coffee and cake with Juan. So we have a little bit of this and a little bit of this. So I have my favorite in the mug. It is Dunkin' Donuts Hazelnut Coffee with Caramel Macchiato Creamer. It is my go-to. My fail-safe, no matter what, I know I'm getting a great cup of coffee with that combo. So, as of late, I'm testing out the waters with different sweeteners. So I have all the sweeteners in the kitchen. Between friends of the channel sending me sweeteners and me shopping for all these things, I'm testing out everything. I'm trying to figure out which one is my go-to. And as of right now, I don't have any favorites. I have some top contenders, but no favorites as of yet. I'm going to wait until I have everything used out of the kitchen before deciding on a go-to. And I may have a backup or two just in case, who knows. But in either case, this cup of coffee is amazing. I love it. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. Again, Dunkin' Donuts Hazelnut Coffee with Caramel Macchiato Creamer, and I believe it's International Delight. So there's that. So good. So I'm going to be sipping that throughout the video. Okay, so today I'm going to be making cakes. I've done this several times, maybe more than several times, but today I'm actually going to be working with more than one ball winder. Well, not at the same time, obviously, because I only have two hands. So I'm going to be starting with the stand wood, and then I'm going to hop over to the knit picks, and I want to know which cake looks better. So I've used both of the ball winders, but I've never used both of them in one sitting to compare and contrast and all the things. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into this. I'm going to place us on a brief pause because I want to grab some more colors out of the box that's over there. So once I have that situated, I'm going to bring us back and we'll get started with the stand wood. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so I am back and we're going to start off with this pink color here. I don't know the exact name of this colorway, but pink. And so I have several hues of this pink throughout the box, so we're going to make sure to include as much of this as possible for giveaways. And so all of this is an acrylic medium 4-weight yarn, and so I'm just going to change very haphazardly. No rhyme, no reason. I'm just going to change it out, and I'm going to do a slip knot during the color changes here. So I'm just going to thread this very quickly. I'm going to create a slip knot here, just like that. And there we go. So let me just move the black out of the way here. Okay. So I'm very curious to know what this is going to look like in comparison to the Knit Picks ball winder. They both cake up pretty much the same amount of yarn, but I'm just wondering what it looks like. So yeah, I think it's going to be fine, but if I'm going to make a lot of these, I want to know which one looks the best. So I have a feeling they're going to look about the same, if I'm being honest. But then again, you can never be too sure, which is why we're doing this video today. And so I'm just going to do a slip knot, like I mentioned, for the color changes, because if this is going to be for a giveaway, the recipient may not like how I knot the yarn. So if you get one of these, you're going to have to knot it up yourself, which is fine, I think. Actually, better than fine, in my opinion. You know? I know people who prefer to do the Russian join. I know people who like the magic knot. You know, it's different strokes for different folks. So, be that as it may, I think it's great. So, what do we have here? What do we have here? Okay, I can't figure that out. So, I'm just going to move on to this yellow, because we're using yellow today, friends. So, just out of curiosity, because I like to know all the things, what is on the hook? Are you guys still working on the same project from the other day? I mean, because it's just been a day or two since I've seen you last. So, what's on the hook? And are you almost finished? I'm very curious because, you know, I pull inspiration from, you know, everyone around me, people, places, and things. Here we go. Perfect. Look at that. Lime in the coconut. Lime in the coconut. I don't know why I sang that. was thinking about that commercial. Who knows? Anyway, let's go to the blue already. Let's do the things with the blue. There we go. Stay. Okay, once I get these cakes started, we should be good. Okay, there we go. And of course, there's a slip knot at the beginning of all the cakes, and these yarns are leftovers. So instead of having them balled up like this, excuse me, we take them from this, make them like this, and then we take them from this, and we make them like this. So it's a process, but a very fun one to boot. There we go. So on my table, all across the table there are balls of yarn. And so before I start recording, I sit here and I take some of the cakes that were gifted to the channel, which are in the box over there, and I mix them with the balls of yarn that are on the table here. So I have blue here, and then I have safety yellow here. So the table is full of these balls of yarn. So I love that for us. Hold on, I think I'm wrapped around the pole here. Okay, there we go. Yes, I am wrapped around the pole. Okay, we'll finally get organized eventually. There we go. Okay. Again, there's no process for me doing this. I used to count. I used to count the revelations, the rotations. I don't do that anymore. We don't have time for that. You know, especially if you're doing 30 or 35 color changes per cake. You really don't have time to count everything. So let's add some white to this. I think using contrast between light and dark really makes the cake pop, you know? Just pick the colors, have fun with them, but try to put contrast in your cake. You know, if you're doing this at home, if you're following along with your knit picks or with your stand wood or whatever you're using, you know, have fun with the colors. You know, that's the whole point of it. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes I like to think of, you know, color changes as like a coating. Like put a coating of color on there and then put another color of coating. I have a feeling that this is DK weight yarn, but no, it can't. No, it's a thin 4. Kind of reminds me of Line Brand Pound of Love. It's a thinner 4 weight yarn, but once you work it up, it looks just fine. There we go. So we're going to put a coating of red. Yes, look at that. So nice. Here we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and do black. Let's put some black on there. So nice. So, I know some of the viewers put me on for background noise when I do these videos, which is absolutely amazing. I love that for you guys. But some of you guys watch intently. You know, you watch the color changes, you look up every time I change the colors. I know this because you guys tell me, which I think is amazing. So what is your favorite part of this process? I'm just curious. Is it the conversation, the randomness of what I talk about? Because sometimes I come on here with no agenda for conversation. I just feel like whatever comes through the room as topic is what we talk about. I don't know why. But one of these days I will have an agenda. I'll have it written down. But you know, sometimes the best conversations that you have with complete strangers are ones that are unplanned. You know? I love that for us. Oh, this is nice. Peach. Yeah, this is good. I love it. Okay, what are we going to do next? I feel like I want to do blue again. Yeah, let's do blue. Blue is good for us. There we go. Just do the slip knot. There we go. I'm curious to know if the Knit Picks ball winder, not the ball winder, the actual cake, will look better than this one. I'm very curious. Because honestly, I prefer the Knit Picks ball winder when I cake up my yarns. I just like the way it wee wobbles. It's very entertaining to me. I get a good laugh. So I like that for us. I'm going to put orange on next. There we go. Oops. So yeah, this one here is okay, but you have to make sure the table is clear. I mentioned this several times before. This arm here, everything has to be clear within its path. You know, if it gets caught in the path of the arm, I mean, it's just not a pretty sight. Look at that. Nice, beautiful coating of orange. What are we going to do next, friends? Let's do white. Why not? I think the last time we did white was like 8 colors ago, so let's just do white again. Now, I thought about throwing neons on here, but I didn't cake them up, so I'm not going to put neons on this cake. Do I have neons in the box? No, I don't have neons in the box, which is fine because we have plenty of contrast colors here, you know? That's good. Let's do pink again. This pink is kind of bright, right? And I know the recipient of this cake has to love pink because I'm including, what, 2 pinks? Yeah, 2 different pinks in this. So, hopefully whoever gets it really enjoys the pink. Now, I like hot pink because of Sasha. You know, I did Hooker versus Hooker in April, and I won by the hairs on my chinny chin chin. I had some stiff competition that month, but I pulled it through, and Sasha was made out of hot pink, was one of the colors, you know, and it was such an involved project. It was like 120 something motifs that I had to make, 123 motifs, and then I had to sew everything together, and then I had to stuff it, and yeah, it was a process. But because I got the chance to use that hot pink on that project, I'm like, wait a minute, I really like this hot pink, you know? I mean, this one's not bad, but it's not like that, you know? Like, that is like, bam, and I have it right in between all the purple. So, I know it triggers some people, and I do apologize about that. I've gotten some emails about that. Sorry. But I like it there, so it's going to stay there for a little while longer. Sorry. Yes, I thoroughly enjoy all the things with that experience with making that amigurumi because it was my first one, friends. Now, many have asked, Juan, are you going to make more? Are you going to do more amigurumis? The answer to that is yes, I am. But I don't think that I am experienced enough to record any part of that process. I think it's just going to be one of those things that I do off camera and I present as like a whip or like a finished object. I don't mind sharing the work. It's just that I'm going to leave that to the amigurumi experts. Maybe one day when I become, you know, well-versed in making amigurumi, then, you know, I may bring it on, but not right now, you know? We need green. It's been a minute. And this is a thick 4-weight green. It could almost pass for a 5, but it's not. So I have a yarn gauge, and I tested it before I started recording, and it almost was too big for a 4. It could technically pass for a very, very thin 5, but no, it fit into the 4 slot. There we go. That's good. What next, friends? What next? I think what we're going to do, should we do more pink? Yes. Let's use up the pink, friends. Because having pink next to green makes complete sense. You know? And you know what I need to do? I need to use this color right here. I haven't used that yet. What am I thinking? You know? Anyway. Oh, yes. Look at that coating of pink. The pink lovers are loving this right now. I know it. I know they are. Anywho, I just got knotted up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now it looks like the arm is approaching the, let me see how it's almost touching the cake? So I'm not able to go too much further with this. So I am going to coat the cake with black. Should I do black? I'm going to go out on a whim and say, let's try something different. Let's use this color here. Yeah, why not, right? Let's just do it. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I like to hold on to the yarn to pull, to get some tension on this to make sure it's like nice and firm. No one likes a loose cake, It's a nice coating of this color here. Very, very nice. Should I go a little further? Yeah, it's actually touching. Okay, that's enough. All right, so there we have it. So doing that slip knot, friends, makes this process so much faster. I remember when I did the first video, oh, it took such a long time to get through the first cake. Hold on, friends. Okay. Nice and tight. Okay. So let's pop this off. Oops. Let's just go ahead and put it inside there. And I like to press down on my cake to make it nice and flat, because see how this is shaped? That's how the bottom of this cake is shaped until you press it down, Oh, wow. Look at this. Isn't that great? I love this for the person who's going to get this. This is so good. All right, so let me put us on a brief pause. I'm going to change out this ball winder to the Knit Picks one, and I'll be right back, okay? Okay, friends, so I am back, and we have the Knit Picks out, which, as I mentioned earlier, this is my favorite one to work with because, look, I mean, it does this, and I think it's hilarious to watch. I don't know. It's entertaining to me. I don't know. And then on top of that, it doesn't have that arm that just goes around and swats at you. It's just much nicer to work with, in my opinion. But, at the end of the day, a ball winder is a ball winder. So whatever your preference is, go for it, We can sit here and say which one's better than the next one, but in all honesty, it's subjective. What's good for you may not be good for me, and vice versa. And that's okay. It's healthy. Let's just go ahead and do the things here. I think I'm knotted up. There we go. Let me just clear this out and we'll be on our way. There we go. Okay. This yellow is just not fun to put on. Okay. We're changing out the yellow. Let's just do that right now. There we go. And let's change to the pink. For some reason, friends, I have a lot of pink. Now, this pink came to me from a dear friend of the channel. So I'm using as much of it up as possible for giveaways, of course. Replay giveaways, and, I have a potiversary coming up I'm making cakes for. So let's go ahead and change out to the next color. Which color should we change to? Let's do green. I want to use up this green. Now I have tons of colors in the bin there, but if I've already opened it and used it, I kind of just want to get through it, if that makes any sense. There we go. There we go. It's got a different vibe to it, when you're caking up this yarn compared to, like, the Stanwood, and that's fine, Let's see, where were we? Was this it? Yes. Let's tie on the orange. Orange and green go, I guess. In a manner of speaking, when you are just throwing colors onto a cake and it's intentional, it has a new, viewpoint, in my opinion. So, sorry about the squeaking, friends. Many of you guys have given me advice on to, you know, like what to use and everything, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And that's fine, you know. These cakes are working up very quickly, so it won't be too long before I just hop back over to the stand wood and make another one of those. I mean, I have both. Why not use both, you know? So that's kind of how I look at it. It's fine. All right. Let's switch over to the white now. All right, let's figure the things out. Okay. Good, good, good. So, in terms of like scrap cakes and things, I have of my own stash barrels, you know, like laundry bins, but barrels size-wise of scrap balls and things that I need to go through, and I think this is an excellent way to use up that yarn, because as I finish up projects, I just take whatever's left over and I chuck it into the bin, you know. So, yeah, intentionally, because I want to do projects like this. You know, you're using up all of your leftover yarn. You're not leaving it sit because you don't have enough of a particular color. So it's all the more reason to, like, you know, start stockpiling your little balls of yarn. Let's wait until we got a nice little coating of blue. There we go. And then let's hop on over to this color here, which obviously it's a pink, but I just don't know the technical name of this hue of pink. I don't know, but it's pink. Okay, very nice. And let's come over to the peach. We haven't used peach yet. Let's do peach. There we go. Very nice. Let's get it through the eye there. There we go. Let's fold that knot in so it's not sticking out like a sore thumb. There we go. And let's see here. Nice little coating of peach, right? Yes. Now I will tell you that the wrapping is a little on the loose side comparatively to the stand wood, but it's subjective, you know. I think it's fine. It works up the same. It does the same thing, you know. Let's see. There we go. Let's get a nice little coating of white on here. Let's see. Not bad. I like it. I'm wondering what the inside of this is going to look like once I pull it up, you know? We shall see. You know what? I'm going to put... What are we going to put on this? Let's do green. I think we've used it already, but let's just put it on here again. Just because. Whoops. I have to get myself organized, friends. There we go. Okay, let's pull this through the eye. There we go. Let's get a nice little coating. Now I'm looking at the camera here, just until I can see a nice coating of green. That's good. And then let's go ahead and do pink. This bright pink that's just making everything pop, which is amazing for us. There we go. It makes no sense. Like, you have this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle green, and then this, I don't know. It's not neon pink, but it's just, it's a very bold pink. There we go. Which is good, you know? I love it. Let's put some black on here. We haven't had any black lately. Actually, we didn't put any black on this cake at all. What are we thinking? The cake is growing, friends. Actually. I may go ahead and put one other color. No, we'll do, what are we going to do? Let's do yellow. I forgot about this yellow. It was giving us issues, remember? That's fine. Let's figure out the things here. Okay. There we go. We figured it out. Yay! We figured it out. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you. You know, we do all the things here on the channel, friends. I do podcast episodes. I do tutorials. I bring my mom onto the channel every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just have a good time, friends. I do Whipping It with Juan sessions. Check out my playlists. There's tons of things for you to enjoy. Everything on the channel is free. A lot of people like the Whipping It with Juan sessions because I become your crochet buddy for about 45 minutes to an hour. Excuse me. So it's a lot of fun. Excuse me. Whew. It's very dry, the air here. Okay. That's nice. Okay, so should we just cap it now? I want to do a color, right? Should we cap it all? No, I don't want to cap it off with the white. What do we case it with? Let's case it with black. Why not? Let's make a sushi cake. Let's get it through the eye there. Let's make that sushi cake. And then we will finish this up as soon as we get a solid black. I'm going to have to go slow just so get a nice even feed. That's super nice. I love that. I have a feeling that this cake is going to look very nice. Okay, that's good. So let's go ahead and tie this in. So I wrap it around like it's a belt. And then I just wrap it around the yarn here once and twice. I wonder what this is going to look like. I hope it looks good. All right, let's see. Ready? Oh, wait. Here we go. Let's pull it off. Let me just stuff the things inside there. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is going to look nice. Squeeze it like this and push down like this. Squeeze like in. I don't know why I'm making those noises. So we have this cake here. Now, it's still nice. I don't know exactly what happened here, but that's fine. Now, I will tell you, I actually do like the way this one looks a little better. Presentation wise, yeah, the stand wood does look better, but this is more fun to watch. I enjoy watching this. So anyway, I'm gonna bring the stand wood back. I'm gonna make another cake like this. I'm gonna probably keep this for myself because I can't give it away. I can't give this cake away with this looking like this. No way. But it's a great scrap can, you know? So all right, I'm going to place this on a brief pause. I'll be right back with the stand wood, okay? Okay, friends, so I'm back. I have the stand wood here, and I think based on the yarns that we are looking at right now, I may have enough to do 2 more cakes. So we shall see. My goal is to put all of this onto here and run out of all of this, okay? So let's start off with this yellow here. Let's create that slip knot and feed it through the eyes. Here we have this eye, and then we have the eye on the arm, and then we're going to just sit it right here on the cylinder. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to probably put this into hyper overdrive just because I'm on a mission. I'm excited. I can't wait to see, you know, will we be able to get all of these yarns up into the 2 cakes? Which I think we will. But I have a lot of red and I have a lot of yellow, so we shall see. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and put the red on next. Just do this little slip knot here, which honestly, when I first started doing these scrap cakes, I wasn't doing the slip knot, and it was taking me quite a while to do the knotting. But now that I've taken that off the table, we're flying, friends, you know? And I like that. Now, I've worked up one of these cakes with the slip knots and things, and I've come to appreciate it. Now, I don't do, you know, the fancy joins, you know, like the Russian join or anything, but I do like it because it allows me that leverage, that leeway. I was about to say leverage. It gives me that leeway. You know, do I go all the way to the end? You know, maybe I'm finished that color and I can go to another color, and, you know, so options are there. Let's see. Now I have a little bit of this black left. Let's go ahead and put some of this black on here. Maybe I can divide the black up into 2 sections. We shall see. I'm going to give this a nice little coating of black. Nice. Actually, I might as well just finish it. That's the last of it right here, which is great. Love that. Okay. I should have seen that coming. There we go. Okay. Light color. Let's do white, because why not? There we go. Let's do a coating of white. Very nice. Now let's do red. Black, white, and red. They go nice together. For many different projects, actually. Very nice. Nice coating of red. Let's do orange. And then maybe yellow. Yeah. It's not supposed to make sense, but for some reason I'm wanting these colors back to back. Nice coating of orange there, and then I think I'm going to go with the pale yellow. Not the bright yellow we started with, but that pale yellow over there. I think that would be good. So we're going to do that next. Why not? Now I wonder, how many of you guys out there are actually doing this? I hear stories about everyone having their Nitpicks ball winder and they're caking up their scraps and things, but are any of you guys actually making scrap cakes? Or are you just like, you know, caking up your leftovers? Which, all of it is amazing, you know? I just love the fact that we're using it, we're doing the things. I'm going to bring this color over. It gives me salmon vibes. I don't know what color this is. I don't know. Let me give you another close-up. I don't know. Something says salmon to me, but I'm sure it's not it, you know? Whatever it is, it's a nice color. I'll give it that. It's not my hot pink, but actually that's not hot pink. That's called Diva Pink. It's more of like a red pink, if that makes any sense. So, anyway, very nice, very nice. Love that. And I feel like we need to go to a blue. Yeah, let's pull some dark into this. And then I have a little bit of green. Well, let's go to a light color. Yeah, let's do a light color after the blue and then go back to the green. Yeah, that would be great. Nice coating of blue. Perfect. And then light color. Let's do this pink. Okay. Whoever gets these cakes, like I said earlier, I hope they like pink because there's a lot of pink in this. Okay, so we're at the end of this cake. I love this, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and do the green because it makes no sense. I don't know. Let's just tie on the green. Oh, we're about to run out of the green. Love that. We're just going through all the colors. Love it. Now tomorrow is Sunday, and I have a live planned with my mother. I hope she's ready. You know, it takes her all week to prepare, you know, for the lives. Little does she know, I mean, I do it all the time. But for her, Sunday is a huge day. She gets to see all the friends, you know. She talks about everybody all week long. She's like, did you see all the, you know, the blue hearts and all the wonderful people? They were so nice and kind. I'm like, yes, Mom. I see them. And they're very nice. And yeah. So, she was talking about it earlier. She's like, are you ready for tomorrow? I'm like, yes, Mother, I'm ready for tomorrow. I know you're so excited. You can't wait. I thought about bringing her on, you know, more than one day a week, but I don't think she can handle it because, yeah, she just needs her rest, you know. She needs her crochet time. I don't want to take that away from her, you know. So it's fine. All right, so what are we going to finish this off with? Let's finish this off with a blue. No, you know what? I have brown here. I have yet to use. Let's use brown. It makes no sense, which is why we need to use it. We need to use the brown, friends. And besides, it looks nice next to the peach. Peach and brown, they go. Maybe, and even if it didn't, it's fine. Oh yeah. You see that? It's so good. We're just going to paint the cake brown. We're decorating the cake, friends, right? We're decorating cake. This is so good. So good. This is a thick layer of brown, which is fine. We're using up the rest of the cake as soon as I can get this knot out. Usually I'm pretty quick at it, but like at the end of these, there we go. Wait. I may have to figure this out later. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Don't try that at home, okay? So we'll do that. For sake of time, I had to trim that. It's fine. It's for the house, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and pull that tight. Let's pull this off. Let me move the things to the side and let's take a look at our cake. Push down, squeeze in. Squeeze in, push down. Squeeze in, push down. We're shaping the cake. All right. Without even looking at the bottom, I can tell you I know this is actually a nice cake. Okay? You know that I haven't looked at it, right? Look at that. It's so good. It's so good. So far we have these two cakes here. Very pretty. All right, so I think this might just be, I mean, I may have to pull in some other colors here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the things here. Very, very pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and feed, let's feed this pink in here. Let's do that. And let's do this. Let's make an eye here. All right. Let's do it. Here we are, the fourth and final cake of the video. Oh wait, I forgot. We have to save the data. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. All right. Hyper overdrive, friends. We are going to send it home. Okay, where are we at? We are 39 minutes in, Am I able to get this done before 45? I don't know. Time will tell, won't it? It's fine. Even if we don't finish in 45 minutes, I think having 4 cakes in one session is great. You know, and having everything caked up like this saves us so much time. Actually, I want to do a dark color before going on to the peach. So let's go ahead and pull this blue out. And then we'll hop over to the peach. I'm trying to do light, dark, sometimes, not all the time, you know. Let's do a layer of blue. And then bring on the peach. There we go. We're almost out of the peach, friends. I think I'm just going to send it. Should I? No. I'm going to save it for one more. That way we have more peach further out, you know? Let's go ahead and slip this in. Oh, this is so nice. There we go. So pretty, so pretty. All right. Let me just get that out of the way. We need a nice topping of the cake. So we just put that on the side. No. There we go. I don't like how that looks. It's not laying in line, if that makes any sense. Let me see. What can we do to fix this? It's laying on top of the cake and not on the side. And I'm not okay with that. So let's see here. I don't know. I'm going to change that out. I'm not liking how that looks. I'm going to come back to the red, see if we can't salvage this. Yeah, it's not giving me the things, friends. Do you see that? How it's covering the top? Yeah, this one might be a dud. Let me just do this. Sometimes it happens, you know. So we have a mini cake here, which is fine. I will keep that mini cake. So I'm going to hurry and start fresh. I can't give a flat cake out as a replay giveaway, you know? It's got to be a great cake. Let me see here. I can't believe that happened. Oh well. Stuff happens, you know? Just more of an excuse to go back to the grind and just do the things. Alright. It's okay. I think we're going to be fine. Let's add the white. I do have one other cake that I did on here. That happened, but I went all the way out. It just did not lay right. It seemed like it wanted to just fall apart. I don't know why that happened either. Okay. And did I do orange yet? Well, let's go ahead and do yellow. Just because. I don't know if it's just me or something is happening here where it's just not laying correctly. This is so bizarre. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to forge a path forward and just keep going. Because who knows? It may just fall into place. But this was a complete disaster. I'll show you that in a minute. Just to trim the bottom there. And what are we going to do? We're going to go to the blue now. We're going to do pink. This salmon pink. If that's what it is. I'm just guessing at this point. It's leaning over, but it's not as bad as that. So I don't know what to make of that, but we're going to continue on. I'm curious now. I don't know why it does that. Okay. I'm being quiet because I'm studying this. I'm like, why is it doing that? But you know what? Okay, let me just show you this now. Look at what happened. Like, that's not supposed to happen. You know? Here's the bottom, which, okay, it's fine. But this was a complete dud. So, that's why I had to pull it off. This one here, I mean, I do see separation of color across the top, but I see a little bit of folding. Which, I don't know if that's normal, but we're going to just ride the rails and see what happens. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm undecided as of right now. Oops. Let's do some blue. Just because those other cakes came out beautiful in my opinion. See how it's coming across the top? That's a no-go. It wants to come over this way. I will tell you that the Nitpick Spellwinder does not do this. You know, it may not look as prim and proper when it comes out right, but it doesn't fold over like that. So, I don't know. Alright, so we have some orange on here, which is fun. I'm just going to ride it all the way out. There we go. Okay. And so let's go ahead and pull the yellow, which, actually I'm just going to use this yellow. And by the way, this pale yellow here, I mean, it's not really pale yellow, but it's the mainstays yellow. Which, it's good yellow. Okay. I'm starting to see the corner here, so we're good. Very, very nice. Alright, let's go to the red. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, friends. I have to remember to take a sip of my coffee before it gets cold. Nice red coating on the cake. Look at that. Using up the last of the red. Perfect. Let's go to the salmon. We're running out of colors. Now, I didn't touch this mustard color just because I felt like we had 2 yellows already. So having 3 just didn't make any sense to me. So let me just take this and throw this back in the box. There we go. Yep. The salmon fell to the floor. Very nice. Let me just lay that over. And let's go to the white. Yeah, let's go to the white. I'm trying to figure out, like, what should we have on the outside, and I think we're going to coat the outside in blue. Since we started with blue, we'll end with blue. You know, I think that would be a nice touch. nice, very nice. Okay, and let's hop over here to this yellow. Do, 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 do. There we go. So we're in a nice little coating of the yellow. I'm going to just ride it and get it done. Use up the last of the yellow. This is so nice. Now, I don't have time for these little knots at the end, so we're just going to snip. Amigurumi stuffing. Alright, so there is that, and now I'm just going to put on the last color. Let's get a nice coating of blue. Let me straighten this out. It's almost there, friends, almost. Oh, I'll fix that some other time. Always the end of the cakes. It's fine. I'm just glad we get to use it up, you know? So that's fine. I can't believe it. We used all that yarn minus a few hiccups here. We have that cake over there. I mean, I wish we were able to use all of it. But that's fine because I'm going to keep that and use it for my scrap can. You know, the scrap can that I haven't started yet, that I eventually will do someday. Okay, so let's go ahead and create the belt on the cake. There we go. Let's go ahead and wrap this around just like that. Pull it nice and tight. Let's pull that off. Let's get these scraps to the side right there. I have a little bit of this and a little bit of that left. Okay, so let's pull this off and let's pat on the sides, press it on down. Pat on the sides, pat on the sides, and press it on down. Pat, pat, and press. Pat, pat, and press. Okay. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Look at this. That's a beautiful cake. Listen. Listen. That is beautiful. I can't even right now. Okay, so let me go ahead and place this on a brief pause. I'm going to get the rest of the cakes, bring them up, and let's look at them and talk about them. Okay, 1 second. Okay, friends, so I have all the cakes here. We made 4 cakes. Now, of everything that I had on the table, I have this left over, I have this left over, and then we have this mistake situation. So I don't know how that happened or why that happened, but that's fine. I'm actually going to use every piece of this. And how I fix this is I'm going to make a cake starting with this, and then I'm going to throw this on, and then I'm going to rewind this back on here and create a corrected cake. So that's a project for another time. But for today, we did 3 with the Stanwood, and we did 1 with the Knit Picks. Now, I will tell you that although the Knit Picks ball winder was much more enjoyable for me to work up, aesthetics, the way it looks, it doesn't look as polished as these cakes do, which by all accounts it doesn't matter to me, but to some it does. And this is what they look like. Let me see if I can just hold them all together. Look at that. Super, super nice. I may do a thumbnail like that. Alright, so anyway, friends, if you enjoyed this coffee and cake with Juan, don't forget to do all the things. You know, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment or two, because you know the algorithm loves that. And that's it for this one, friends. So until the next one, take care. Bye, friends.